everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Nathan Grant goes full James Bond in WCTH Undercover Operation. In the upcoming WCTH Season 12, Episode 5, Mom's the Word, Nathan goes undercover. Moreover, the Mountie is looking a lot like a 1920s James Bond. Why does Kevin McGarry's character need to go on this dangerous mission? The new When Calls the Heart preview video for this episode shows how he became rugged Nathan Grant to suave undercover officer. Here are the details. In the new WCTH Season 12, Episode 5, Mom's the Word preview video, Mountie Nathan Grant has to go undercover. In the preview, Nathan tells Bill and Rosemary that the coin found in the mercantile came from the Great Rocky Mountain train robbery. What Nathan is talking about is the double-headed eagle. It is a rare 1906 coin. Moreover, someone used it to buy hazelnuts. Now Nathan decides he needs to go undercover. This is a dangerous assignment. However, Bill and Rosemary are not sure the constable can look like a man of privilege. He cannot look like a country Mountie. Therefore, Rosemary says, he's got to be believable. Wardrobe. Attitude. A whole new persona, very cloak and dagger. Next thing Hardys see is Nathan in a white tuxedo jacket, bow tie and black pants. He looks smooth. When Nathan walks down Main Street, Elizabeth wants to know what is happening. Bill tells her she needs to check later. Nathan is on a mission. The final scene shows Nathan getting a drink in a martini glass and sitting next to a shadowy stranger. Does he have a lead? What happens in Mom's the Word? What is happening in the latest episode of WCTH entitled Mom's the Word? According to TV Everyday, a lot is happening besides Nathan's dangerous undercover mission. Elizabeth is set to unveil a fresh approach to teaching. Her innovative methods may inspire her students and spark discussions among the townsfolk. Viewers can expect to see how her passion for education continues to shape the community. A familiar face also makes a return, bringing along an unlucky Harris. This twist could lead to drama and intrigue as the townspeople react to her presence. Additionally, Lucas and Lee will confront their differences, adding another layer of tension to the story. That familiar face is none other than Kayla Wallace returning as Fiona Miller. Hardy should have loads of fun with this episode. When is the premiere of WCTH Season 12? Episode 5, Mom's the Word. The premiere of WCTH Season 12, Episode 5, Mom's the Word is on Sunday, February 2 at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Hallmark Channel. This new episode will be available to stream on Hallmark Plus the next day. Also, this episode will be available to stream up to 72 hours after the premiere on Peacock. Hope Valley had seen its share of drama, runaway stagecoaches, oil disputes, romantic misunderstandings, and even the occasional gunfight. But nothing prepared the quiet little town for the day Constable Nathan Grant swapped his signature Stetson for a tuxedo and a silencer. It started with a telegram, one that looked ordinary enough when it arrived at the Mountie office. Elizabeth happened to be passing by when Nathan unfolded it, but her keen eyes noticed the sharp change in his expression. He wasn't just reading bad news. He was reading orders. Nathan? She asked, curious. Just routine business, he replied too quickly, folding the paper and tucking it into his jacket. Have to ride out of town for a bit. But instead of heading toward Union City like he claimed, Nathan took a detour. His horse Newton was left in Bill Avery's care while Nathan boarded a discreet stagecoach headed far from his usual patrol. His destination: a private candlelit poker room hidden in the basement of a luxurious mountain lodge. Because this time, Nathan Grant wasn't just a Mountie. He was Agent N07, the Canadian unlike any other. The mission brief, given in low tones by a senior officer in a smoky backroom, was straightforward but dangerous. A notorious smuggler named Victor Carver was using high-stakes card games to pass coded messages to his network. Nathan's job was to blend in, win Carver's trust, and extract the location of a stolen shipment of gold intended for the Dominion's railroad expansion. The catch? No badge. No Mountie red serge. No Newton. Nathan was issued a sleek black tuxedo, a gold pocket watch containing a hidden lockpick, and a fountain pen concealing a single-shot derringer. It wasn't exactly his style. He preferred honesty over poker faces, and rope over fancy gadgets, but orders were orders. Enter Grant Sterling. Nathan's undercover alias was Grant Sterling, a wealthy cattle investor from the Alberta Territories. He entered the poker room with a measured stride, scanning the crowd. The room was filled with men in sharp suits, women in glittering gowns, and the faint scent of danger beneath the perfume and cigar smoke. Victor Carver sat at the head of the main table, his smug smile as polished as his diamond cufflinks. "Mr. Sterling, welcome. Care to join us?" Nathan took the offered seat, his every move calculated. "I never walk away from a good game," he said smoothly, though inside he was thinking, just keep him talking. Playing the game. The cards were dealt. Nathan's training as a Mountie gave him an advantage, reading microexpressions, detecting nervous tics. Carver had a tell, a barely there twitch of his left eyebrow when he bluffed. "Your turn, Sterling," Carver said, pushing a stack of chips toward the pot. Nathan matched it without flinching, offering a faint smile. "You're a hard man to read." "Good," Carver replied. "It's how I stayed in business." Not for long, Nathan thought. Between rounds, Nathan dropped subtle questions, feigning casual curiosity about Carver's shipping ventures. Slowly, piece by piece, the smuggler revealed clues. A mention of a remote canyon, a veiled reference to the Iron Road, and finally, a toast to new beginnings at Raven's Bluff. A dance with danger. During a break in the game, Nathan excused himself and slipped into the corridor, sending a coded message through the Mountie-issue telegraph watch disguised as a pocket timepiece. But as he rounded the corner, he was intercepted by a tall woman in a crimson dress. "Looking for something?" she asked, blocking his path. Nathan knew trouble when he saw it, and she was trouble in heels. "I was hoping to find the gentleman's lounge," he replied, channeling his best unbothered charm. Her eyes narrowed. "You're not just here for cards." Before he could respond, she pulled a slender blade from her garter. Nathan reacted instantly, catching her wrist and disarming her with a twist. "Sorry, ma'am," he said, tucking the blade into his pocket. "But I don't dance with knives." The showdown. Back at the table, Nathan knew time was running out. He needed Carver to slip up before the gold shipment disappeared for good. One final hand was dealt. Nathan's cards were mediocre, but his goal wasn't to win money. It was to bait Carver into revealing the location outright. "You know," Nathan said, swirling his glass, "I've been looking for a place to build a summer retreat, somewhere private, secluded. A bluff, maybe." Carver smirked. "You'd like Raven's Bluff. Perfect view of the canyon. Can't get there without knowing the old rail tunnels, though." Nathan's eyes flickered. That was it, the exact spot. He laid his cards down, a losing hand. But Carver had already given him the jackpot. The chase. The next morning, Nathan was on horseback again, his tuxedo swapped for his Mountie uniform. He followed Carver's trail to Raven's Bluff, finding the smuggler's men loading gold crates into a hidden rail car.